I always get excited when I see on the schedule the name of our next guest.
I love it. I love it.
Kirk Cousins.
I love it.
I love that you're here.
Yeah, here we
were
are.
talking before when J.J. McCarthy got injured week 2 against your Falcons. Bring Kirk home. So hopefully now you'll be a free agent. We all know you'll be a free agent by March 13. Bring Kirk home.
Look at him. He's stretching out.
We'll
He's like,
see. You know, I did the CBS analysis stuff the last
did
2
a
weeks
very
of the
good
playoffs.
job, though.
Thank you. They
Really good
told me
job.
I got to sit up straighter. And my wife was even telling me I got to sit up straighter.
yeah, right.
So
So
I want to sit like this, but I got to, maybe I'm overdoing it, but I got to sit up
How
straight.
was that? You did 2 weekends.
Yeah, it was good. The divisional round in New York and then the championship game out in Denver, which was kind of fun to be in the stadium around the action. But it was good. It was good to be around Coach Cowher too. I'd never been around him, so it's fun to kind of pick his brain because you have a lot of downtime too, so you can just kind of talk ball and ask about stories of guys he coached or moments and how he handled them. So I learned a lot about football and really enjoyed it. It was a good experience.
do you actually see some of our stuff every now and then with you?
Right? My YouTube feed will show what's going on or what's.
You see us dancing this year? Did you see us dancing
I
this
didn't
year?
see you dancing.
Wow.
My YouTube
You
feed
gotta
hasn't given me
look
that
that
one yet.
Don't go there. But so one of the things that we say with you, right? Is if you don't love them. Do you like them? Do you like Kirk Cousins?
I haven't heard that one.
Where did you ever get
I
that
haven't heard
from?
that
Where
one.
did that even come from?
I don't even know where it came
Probably
from.
just growing up in Jersey.
In Jersey, exactly. And he's Italian, and I'm married to an Italian,
that
so
works.
it kind of came in. And then, I had a lot of fun in the days of Minnesota because he's like, one day he'd be like, well, I don't know, he might be the best quarterback in football. He's going to win the MVP. And then the next day he'd be like, maybe they should bench him.
Yeah.
So it was like, I love you. I love you.
Yeah, welcome to
that
quarterback
came
in
out.
the
Right.
NFL, yeah.
But you're a good sport always.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is supposed to signed up for, and you guys got to do your job. I got to do mine.
And man, you're like if
I'm gonna win him over someday.
Someday,
before I retire, I gotta play. I gotta
You
play
have.
until I win him over.
No, you have.
Because they keep coming back.
Listen, you have. I know it's a good bit, but you have, man. I want you to go back to Minnesota. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Go back to Minnesota,
We'll
please.
see.
You know that
We'll
offense.
see.
Let's go. Let's get it done. But if there was a Hall of Fame for sports business moves, it really is amazing. And I know the first one wasn't your idea. Washington kept lowballing you,
Well, Mike
so I'll
McCartney
just take
too,
take the franchise tag. Like if you're gonna offer me 16 a year on a long-term deal, and I'm making 20 on the franchise tag, I'll just take the franchise tag. But yeah, between you and Mike McCartney, you've done a great job of maximizing your leverage. It's a great lesson to all the other quarterbacks out there and all the other players out there. Sometimes you just got to say, I got to maximize my leverage and take advantage of it.
I remember when Flacco was going to the Super Bowl my rookie year in 12, my agent explained this whole deal, how Flacco could get franchise tagged, and it's actually in his benefit to do that, and how there's this whole path. So he kind of talked about what ended up happening to me 4 years earlier about Joe. And then sure enough, I get tagged, we signed the tag, and our friend over here, Mike, was reporting that the reason Kirk signed the tag was because he doesn't think he's good enough.
Did I say
So he's
that?
got to lock it in to get the
say
money.
that.
So my agent tells me
I
that. He
didn't
goes,
see the
yeah, Mike's saying that you signed it out of fear. And I'm trying to tell Mike we signed it because we have a plan we're going to enact
I
here. It's
remember
going
him
to take a
calling me.
while,
Right.
but we're going to enact this plan, and Mike needs to know. So
No,
my
you know
agent was telling me all that.
I remember now.
That's when I knew Mike and I might not see things the same way.
No, wait a minute.
This
Wait a
is
minute.
so
There's
good.
been some embellishment here. Kirk,
Your rebuttal, please.
Kirk, here's what it was.
We played the game. It was just a long game.
Here's what it was. It was the concern that they would rescind it, not fear that you weren't good enough,
Sure,
because
sure.
until you sign it, they can rescind it. I'll
Sure.
find the receipts.
It all worked out.
But I remember Mike calling me and he's saying, look, here's what's going to happen. He
You're
knows he's going to be
amazing.
the starter. He wants to be there and get all the reps in the offseason program.
That's another
he could
point.
Stay
That was
away.
the other point.
Yeah, he could stay away.
I was still a young player.
You
and
wanted
had a lot to learn.
to take that year and parlay it into the next year, and I understood what he
It
said.
all worked out.
But the big issue is until you sign it, they can yank it away, because Andy Reid did that.
Well,
a
it
couple
did with Josh
of times.
Norman, right?
Yeah,
They pulled his.
It happened to
they pulled
Josh Norman.
Yep.
It happened to Jeremiah Trotter, and it happened to Corey Simon. Remember Corey Simon,
Simon,
defensive
the
tackle
Eagles.
with the Eagles? So
Yeah,
it's happened
right.
3 times.
Right.
That's what I said. Not that you didn't think you were good enough, but there's always the fear they're going to yank it.
Yeah.
All right.
This
Woo,
is
I'm
the
sweating.
best one. Oh, you got you
Damn.
reeling over here.
This guy's learning the
He's
TV
got you
game.
reeling. I
Point
love
counterpoint.
it. All right.
I don't like a Kirk Cousins.
Well, now you know why offensive geniuses like him as a quarterback, because they go, damn, he's smart. He's pretty quick on his toes.
man.
That's good.
I was with Kyle last night. Kyle
Good.
he always talks so highly of you. But I don't know if I've ever really asked you this. You've been with McVay. You've been with O'Connell. LaFleur, Shanahan.
Mike
right?
McDaniel.
Damn, I forgot Mike too, right?
Stefanski, yep.
Right, but as far as OC play callers, right?
Yeah.
O'Connell, Shanahan, and McVay. Like, tell us some similarities or differences of what makes them who they are.
It's a great question. I love Kyle's comment he made actually in that documentary that you sat for about the Bucs. He makes the point that his dad told him as a QC, go across the hall and sit with Monty Kiffin
defense,
and
right?
learn as much as you can.
Right.
And I think to this day, you see with Kyle that he did that.
Right.
Because you see not necessarily a different way of looking at it, but maybe another way of looking at it that he has in his arsenal because he spent so much time trying to learn it from the defensive side too and not just from the offensive side.
Maybe sitting on the floor in the meeting room
Yeah,
watching
so that's a
Monty
little bit
and
of a
all that.
unique perspective.
Right.
I think the run game factor too, going back to Alex Gibbs and Mike Shanahan in the 90s that Kyle's kind of carried with him with Chris Furster. The run game part I think is something too that's unique with Kyle. But each guy has done their own thing, you know, and kind of had their different people that have influenced them. And so the tree grows, but it also kind of grows apart too.
Yeah,
but then they all hire each other back, so then it kind of grows back together again.
Incredible.
So it is fascinating to see where it's gone and then where it will go from here.
Yeah, it is. There's some damn good coaches you've been with there.
Yeah.
Do you
no
have
doubt.
a target for how long you want to play?
All the time you think about it. I mean, I was thinking about it when I was in year 3, 4, 5, like how long is this going to go? So certainly now when you're coming up on year 15, you feel really blessed to even be in this position because it's probably a lot longer than you ever thought possible. But yeah, I would love to keep going, and you know, they got to want you, and so you got to have an opportunity. But I feel good. I feel kind of rejuvenated having played at the end of last season, and really feel like I'm in a good spot, enjoying the game, enjoyed being with my teammates down the stretch there, winning the last 4 games. So, you know, would love to build on that and kind of see where it can go from here.
How different did you feel this year, another year out from the Achilles that I know was bothering you the first year there?
It was. It had healed, but my ankle was really tight,
Right.
and so I couldn't move the way I wanted to, and so I was a little bit more like a beached whale, you know, kind of in the pocket. I couldn't move quite the way I wanted to, but year 2 felt like I got that back more, and so I do feel like I'm the healthiest I've been since the injury now, which even though I've gotten older since the injury, I actually feel probably younger because I'm more removed from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Where, like, you know, what's your expectations for what might happen here in Atlanta? Right?
I think my expectation is to not expect anything because it's just been such a journey for me where the minute you start to say, oh, I think it's going to go this way, you get proven wrong. So I'll keep an open mind, kind of be ready for whatever may happen. I still think it's really early, and when we get to March, we'll know more, have some substantive conversations, and kind of see where it goes. But I'm very aware from my own lived experience that it could go any number of ways. I'm going to try to keep an open mind, but would love to, you know, get an opportunity next year to play and compete and be a part of a team trying to make a run.
Yeah, cool. So you're ready. You're willing to move and do that and whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I think you just got to, at this point, it's too early where you have to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
I think as you get closer, you can start to say, okay, you know, you can narrow it down. But right now it's, hey, let's just keep an open mind and kind of see where, not rule anything out.
Right.
Tell us about Great Clips.
Yeah, so I got my polo on, but I did the Netflix show the second time. You know, we had covered so much the first time, and so they were like, what else have we not hit? And I was like, well, I always get my hair cut at Great Clips, and it always gets a laugh in the quarterback room when I come in the next day, and they're like, where'd you get it cut? And I say, Great Clips. So I said, maybe we could go there. So it made the final edit, made the show, you know, got a lot of response. They said that, you know, Kirk going to Great Clips is the most Kirk Cousins thing ever. So I you know, led to a natural partnership. It's fun because it's authentic, you know, it's not forced. And, you know, they give me this card. I'll actually give you guys a Hall of Fade card. I don't know if the camera can capture that, but you show that card, not only do you get a free haircut, but everybody in the salon will get a free haircut.
Wow, this is some VIP stuff
yeah,
here.
so I'm kind of a hero when I show up at
This
Great
is
Clips
great.
now with that card. But, yeah, I love the online check-in. I don't have to wait at all. I can just kind of book it as I'm leaving work, and by the time I get there, I can get seated and be efficient. My boys get their haircut there, and there's 4,000 locations around the country, so when I'm in Florida in the off-season, Atlanta, Minnesota, Michigan, wherever I am, you know, can have some consistency with
You're
their
always
haircut.
on top of your game.
How
You
old are the
always
boys?
are.
My boys are 8 and 6, and they love it. They love being around it. I always wanted to play long enough that my boys could remember it and be a part of it, and this past year was kind of arguably the first year where they really were, and even like watching the Pro Bowl the other night, I mean, they just love seeing all the guys and the flag football and the plays, and they're out in the yard wanting to imitate it. So that's really fun, and would love, you know, to be able to play again next year, kind of for that reason too, to be able to kind of get them around it.
Some of the best memories of my life are watching my dad
Yeah, sure.
play.
You lived
right?
it. You lived it
right
from
up
their
in it.
perspective.
He retired. I was 13 when he retired.
Yeah,
my
that's
dad,
cool.
Right? So
Without
Training
getting into all the
camp,
contract
yeah.
niceties, you've got it set up again. So you're going to have the flexibility and you'll have the options, and Mike McCartney, your agent, will know where those are, and there's enough teams out there that need a quarterback, including the one up the road from me. I mean, you could go to Pittsburgh. That would be awesome to have him up the road in Pittsburgh.
It's the second
but that's on
favorite
the
team.
radar
I got
screen.
you.
So it's
I live near
Vikings and
there.
then
Pittsburgh. Yeah,
We can
yeah.
hang out if you live there.
Right,
You
right.
can invite me over. I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh's an opportunity. Minnesota, there's plenty of teams out there that are going to be looking. It's just going to be fun to see. And it was great to watch you play and win this year, beating his Buccaneers, beating the Rams on that Monday night. It was exciting. It was exciting and fun to watch and to see how you came back from the aftermath of that injury.
No doubt. Yeah, no, it's good to get back out there and play and compete and win. And teammates, is really the fun part. The Bijan Robinsons, the Kyle Pittses, like the guys, Jake Matthews, the guys you're doing it with. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that group. And like you said, we'll see where it goes. There's a lot of unknowns.
I know you got to go, but wait, one more. I just want, because 15 years. What's been the biggest change in the NFL that you've kind of noticed in that time period?
I think that it has gotten more complex.
Yeah.
I think that it used to be like when you installed the run game and even the pass game, it was this play can that play, and it was pretty straightforward. Right. Now it's like we're going to shift, we're going to motion, we're going to can to this, but then alert to this, and the pass game, the verbiage has gotten, I think, a lot more than it used to be. I think defenses also have they're disguising more, and they're also more vanilla in the sense that you can't get the tells you used to get. You used to be able to, send the running back out or put the tight end singled up over here, and I can get a tell of what I'm getting.
Right.
It's just harder now to get, it's rare to have a team you come in on Wednesday and they're like, hey, we're going to get man zone tells this week or whatever. Like, those are rare, and so I think that's been a big difference too, where you got to snap the ball and not really know
exactly what you're
as
getting.
much as maybe you could 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, interesting.
But so there's some complexities that are happening, but I think also there's some ways that then if you're not going to get the tells, then let's just simplify it and go play. Because
right.
There's not as much we can undress.
So let's just be good at where we're at. Right.
All right, there he is, the great Kirk Cousins, coming possibly to an NFL city near you for 2026.
Hey,
we'll
like
see.
the Kirk Cousins today.
We'll be back with more. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.